Lydia Achieng Abura was born in Nyanza in a close-knit family of 10, comprising of 8 siblings and her parents. Abura was the 5th child of the 8, 5 girls, 3 boys. At a tender age, Achieng could well be described as a smart, clever, and witty child, since she was a hard worker. She grew up in the Rift Valley, which besides her originally born culture Luo, Achieng acquired a Kalenjin name, Chebet. Achieng's parents mostly did farming in their land, though besides that, her mother worked in social work and her father in the cooperative development. In her education journey, beginning with a certificate in primary education, Abura managed to be the second in her region, with this being a clear indication that she was a hard-working girl, a virtue that was taught to her and her siblings by her parents, who often believed and reminded them that they must work hard. Abura then joined the Kenya High School, passed, and later had the opportunity of pursuing her bachelor's degree in the United States of America, and further topping up with a program on sugar technology in India. Achieng Abura's journey to India was drawn from the passion and dreams of her mother, who had long ago wanted to set up a sugar industry, thus this pushing her to India to try and fulfill the wonderful dream and great aspirations being engrossed in the world of sugar. Summing up her educational journey, Abura pursued masters, hence attaining her masters in philosophy and environmental studies. Lydia Achieng Abura's foray into music made her set aside her Christian name, Lydia, for music purposes. She was now Achieng Abura, drawing to the likes of Miriam Makeba, who originally was known as Lucy Miriam Makeba and dropped Lucy, hence using her African names, Miriam Makeba. Lydia Achieng Abura's journey started at a very tender age. Oh, how she loved to sing all over the house, or even during chores and while working on her parents' farm, with her interest being in poetry and reading too. When Achieng was in Standard 7, pursuing her primary education in the old 844 educational system, her mother, who was a great inspiration in her life, told her that if she passed very well, she would get a piano. And in the afternoon, after the release of the results and her daughter managing to scoop second position in the whole region, a piano was delivered. Though Abura's parents initially gave their daughter support when it came to music, on leaving for the United States of America, Abura was not offered a chance to do music, with them stating that if she did music, they won't pay. This decision was derived from the earlier days when music wasn't paying and they didn't want her to suffer. Music then was sweet, as it still is now. People felt good when listening to music, and it was also considered as a way of being entertained. But studying music and majoring on it, no. That couldn't sustain an individual, or furtherly, even stating that it could be a source of income for one to make ends meet, impossible. Achieng Abura hit the music limelight in 1990 with her debut gospel album, I Believe. Her first album was regularly played on the then popular KBC TV shows. She then followed suit with 2 albums, Way Over Yonder and Sulwe. In 1996, Achieng's turning point came when she, along with the groups Safari and Mercy Myra, performed a series of concerts dubbed Songs of My People at the Nyayo National Stadium, Carnival, and Kenya National Theatre in Nairobi. In 2002, Achieng shifted from gospel to Afro-jazz. Later, in 2004, Abura won the Kora Award for the Best East African Female. Topping to that, she was the first Kenyan to perform at the African Fit Festival, which was then held in Senegal. Abura was part of the girl group Divas of the Nile, a group that featured 4 Kenyan female musicians. The group consisted of Susanna Owio, Mercy Myra, Princess Julie, and her. In 2007, the group got to perform at the Festival Mundial in Tilburg, Netherlands. Achieng Abura became the UNDP Goodwill Ambassador, and with this, she got opportunity to tour abroad, besides the journeys made to places on her music pursuit. Abura had sung for women, for peace too, something that was part of her and she held so dear. In 2008, Achieng Abura acted as a principal of the East African show Tasker Project Fame, TPF. Here, she managed to lead the contestants in in music, nurturing the music in them based on their capabilities and uniqueness. Abura also campaigned for the global call of action against poverty. Abura was among the Kenyan artists that were sponsored by the Alliance Francaise in Nairobi to learn music. In 2008, Abura was nominated for the Social Responsibility category at the 2008 Kisima Music Award. She was passionate on social transformation and was an activist for peace, good governance, and the environment. In 2012, Abura was recognized by the Jordan Foundation in USA for her contribution to social change and development through music in Kenya. In 2014, Abura released her album, Maisha. The album had 12 songs and was released on the 29th of the month of July. Achieng Abura was the voice of the crow behind the famous childhood play Tinga Tinga Tells that was being aired on Citizen TV. In 2013, Achieng was the lead singer of the main anthem for celebrations marking the adoption of a new constitution. To Achieng Abura, the music industry has its ups and downs, and the times the industry booms and then goes down, hence needing someone who is well organized to survive it. Asked on her take on the thrive of Afrofusion, Abura says that Afrofusion has been a hard pull, mainly because to her, the major radio stations then had locked out Afrofusion. Before her death, Achieng Abura had set up an online fund for her son Prince, who had a heart condition and sickle cell anemia. The Prince Sickle Cell Foundation was created by her and her son with an aim to help her son for medication purposes on his condition, and furtherly, after that, she will transfer it to a full foundation so that other people would benefit from it. Achieng Abura can well be described as an inspiring figure in the music industry, since she had used music to transform her corner of the world and others.